All glories to Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Ki Jai. Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta Antya Lila, Chapter 9, The Deliverance of Gopīnātha Paṭṭanāyaka. The ninth chapter is summarized as follows. The ninth chapter is summarized as follows. Gopīnātha Paṭṭanāyaka, the son of Bhavananda Roy, was engaged in the service of the government, but he misappropriated some funds from the treasury. Therefore, the Bhadagyana, the eldest son of King Praptaparudra, ordered that he be punished by death. Thus Gopīnātha Paṭṭanāyaka was raised on the Kanga to be killed. But by the mercy of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he was delivered. Moreover, he was even promoted to a higher post. Text 1. Aganya Danya Chaitanya Ganhanam Prema Vanyaya Ninye Danya Gyanasvanta Maru Sashvad Anupatam. The innumerable glorious followers of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu brought a constant flood to the desert-like hearts of the unfortunate with an inundation of ecstatic love. Two. Jaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Daya Maya Jaya Jaya Nityananda Karuna Hridaya. All glories to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the most merciful incarnation. All glories to Lord Nityananda, whose heart is always compassionate. Three. Jayadvaita Charya Jaya Jaya Daya Maya Jaya Gora Bhakta Gana Sabha Rasa Maya. All glories to Advaita Acharya, who is very merciful. All glories to the devotees of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who are always overwhelmed by transcendental bliss. 4. Ei Mata Mahaprabhu Bhakta Gana Sange Nilachale Vasakarena Krishna Prema Range. Thus Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu lived at Nilachala, Jagannath Puri, with his personal devotees, always merged in ecstatic love for Krishna. 5. Antare Bahire Krishna Viraha Taranga Nana Bhave Vyakula Prabhu Ramhanara Anga. Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu always felt waves of separation from Krishna, externally and internally. His mind and body were agitated by various spiritual transformations. 6. Dine Nritya Kirtana Jagannatha Darshana Rajheraya Svarupa Sane Rasa Asvadana. During the day he chanted, danced, and saw Lord Jagannath in the temple. At night he tasted transcendental bliss in the company of Ramananda Roy and Swarup Damodar. 7. Tri Jagatera Lokasi Karena Darashana Yei Deke Sei Paya Krishna Prema Dana. People from the three worlds used to come visit Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone who saw him received the transcendental treasure of love for Krishna. 8. Manushera Veshe Deva Gandharva Kinara Sapta Patale Rayata Daitya Vaishadhara. In the inhabitants of the 7 higher planetary systems, including the demigods, the Gandharvas, and the Kinaras, and the inhabitants of the 7 lower planetary systems, Patalaloka, including the demons and serpentine living entities, all visited Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu in the dress of human beings. 9.9 Shaptadvipe Navakande Vaisheyata Jana Nanaveshe Asikare Prabhura Darshana. Dressed in different ways, people from the 7 islands and the 9 khandas visited Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. 10. Prahlada Bali Vyasa Shukari Muni Gana Asi Prabhu Deki Preme Haya Achetana. Prahlad Maharaj, Bali Maharaj, Vyasadev, Shukadev Goswami, and the other great sages came to visit Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Upon seeing him, they became unconscious in ecstatic love for Krishna. Purport. According to the opinion of some historians, Prahlad Maharaj was born in Treta Yuga in the city of Multan, in the state of Punjab. He was born of Hiranyakashipu, a king of the dynasty of Kasyapa. Prahlad Maharaj was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu, but his father was very much against Vishnu. Because the father and son thus differed in their consciousness, the demon father inflicted all kinds of bodily pain upon Prahlad. When this torture became intolerable, the Supreme Lord appeared as Nrsimhadev and killed the great demon Hiranyakashipu. Bali Maharaj was the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. The son of Prahlad Maharaj was Virochana, and his son was known as Bali. Appearing as Vamana and begging Bali Maharaj for 3 feet of land, the Lord took possession of the entire 3 worlds. Thus Bali Maharaj became a great devotee of Lord Vamana. Bali Maharaj had 100 sons, of whom Maharaj Bana was the eldest and most famous. Vyasadeva was the son of the great sage Parashara. Other names for him are Satyavateya and Krishna Dvaipayana, Bhadrayana Muni. As one of the authorities of the Vedas, he divided the original Veda for convenience into 4 divisions: Sama, Yajur, Rig, and Atharva. He is the author of 18 Puranas, as well as a theosophical thesis, Brahma Sutra, and its natural commentary, Srimad Bhagavatam. He belongs to the Brahma Sampradaya and is a direct disciple of Narada Muni. Shukadev Goswami is the son of Vyasadeva. He was a brahmachari, fully conscious of Brahman realization. But later he became a great devotee of Lord Krishna. He narrated Srimad Bhagavatam to Maharaj Parikshit. 11. Bahire fukare loka darshana napana Krishna kaha balena prabhu bahire asiya. Being unable to see Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu, the populace outside his room would make a tumultuous sound. Thus Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu would go outside and tell them, chant Hare Krishna. 12. Prabhura darshane sabaloka preme base Ei matayaya prabhura ratri divase. All kinds of people would come to see the Lord, and upon seeing him, they would be overwhelmed with ecstatic love for Krishna. In this way, Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu passed his days and nights. Text 13. Ekadina lokasi prabhure nivedila Gopīnātere badajana change kadaila. One day, people suddenly came to Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu and informed him, Gopīnātha Paṭṭanāyaka, the son of Bhavananda Roy, has been condemned to death by the Bhadajan, the eldest son of the king, and has been raised on the Changa. Purport. The Changa was a device for killing a condemned person. It consisted of a raised platform on which the condemned was made to stand. Underneath the platform, there were stationary upright swords. The condemned man would be pushed down onto these swords, and in this way he would die. For some reason, Gopīnātha Paṭṭanāyaka had been condemned to death and had therefore been raised upon the Changa. (14) Tale khadga patitare upare dharibe prabhu raksha karena yabe tabe nishtaribe. The Bhadajana has placed swords beneath the platform. They said, and will throw Gopīnātha upon them. O Lord, only if you protect him will he be saved. 15. Savamse tomara sevaka bhavananda roya tanra putra tomara sevake rakhite yuyaya. Bhavananda Roy and his entire family are your servants. Therefore, it is quite fitting for you to save the son of Bhavananda Roy. 16. Prabhu kahe raja kene karaye tadana tabe se loka kahe sabha vivarana. Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu inquired, why is the king chastising him? Thereupon the people described the entire incident. 17. Gopīnātha Paṭṭanāyaka Ramananda Bai Sarvakala Hayatenha Raja Vishayi. They said Gopīnātha Paṭṭanāyaka, the brother of Ramananda Roy, has always been a treasurer for the government. 18. Alhajatya Dandapate Tara Adhikara Sadhipadi Anidravya Dila Rajadvara. He served in the place known as Malhajatya Dandapata, soliciting and collecting money there and depositing it in the government treasury. 19. Duilaksha kahana tara tani baki haila Duilaksha kahana kodi raja tamagila. Once when he deposited the collection, however, a balance of 200,000 kahanas of conch shells was due from him. Therefore the king demanded this sum. 20. Kenhakahe stula dravya nahi ye gani diba krame vechikine dravya bhariba. Gopīnātha Paṭṭanāyaka replied, there is no money I can immediately give you in cash. Please give me time. Gradually I shall purchase and sell my gross goods, and in this way fill your treasury. 21. Godada sabarahaya lahamulyakari etaboli godaane Rajadvade Dhari. There are 10 to 12 good horses. Take them immediately for a proper price. After saying this, he brought all the horses to the door of the king. 22. Ekaraja putra ghodara muya bala jane tare pataila raja patra mitra sane. One of the princes knew how to estimate the price of the horses very well. Thus the king sent for him to come with his ministers and friends. 23. Sei raja putra muya kare gatana Gopīnātha krodha haila muya suniya. The prince, however, purposely gave a reduced estimate for the value of the horses. When Gopīnātha Paṭṭanāyaka heard the price quoted, he was very angry. 24. Sei raja putrera svabhava griva firaya urdhamukhe bara para itu tichaya. That prince had a personal idiosyncrasy of turning his neck and facing the sky, looking here and there again and again. 25. Tare ninda kari kahe sagarva vachane raja kripa kare tate baya nahi mane. Gopīnātha Paṭṭanāyaka criticized the prince. He was unafraid of the prince because the king was very kind toward him. This ends our reading today. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmala Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Vigyan Muni Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Nishkam Shanta Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees Ki Jai. All glories to Giri Govardhan Gupta Govardhan Dham Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Haribol.